Hi, blessed one. Welcome to another series of podcasts with Blessed Mary. And in today's episode, we'll be talking about thriving against surviving as a sickle cell warrior, thriving versus surviving as a sickle cell warrior. Honestly, most times we don't know where we belong. We are in between the lines. We don't know if we are surviving or thriving. And even when we know, the truth is that we cannot do one without the other. Surviving is just being alive, while thriving is the reason why you are here. Surviving keeps you here, but thriving gives you a reason to want to stay. And as a sickle cell warrior, we cannot rule out surviving out of our lives. I know that we want to thrive. Yes, we want to do the things that we love to do. We want to be in our own dreams, live the lives that we want, and all of that. That is very fine. Every one of us wants to do that. But the truth is that sometimes we find ourselves surviving. Sometimes we find ourselves just living from day to day, not because we don't have what we want to do, not because we don't want to do what we want to do, but because that is the only thing that we can do at the moment. Sometimes the only thing that you can do is just survive, honestly, and you are not at fault. You are not to be blamed for surviving. You are not to be blamed for giving yourself a break and just living through the day. Imagine that you have a crisis and you have so much to do. The first thing that you want to think about is how to survive the moment. The first thing that you want to imagine or do is just to survive the moment. It's not thinking about, yes, you might be thinking about it, but the most important thing now, the priority now is to be fine. Priority now is that you are okay. Priority now is that, okay, let me just get out of this and be fine. And that is very fine. Not every day is a thriving day, if you agree with me. Not every day is a thriving day. And actually, this is life, like real life now. It's not just the camera, the way that we try to package our lives and live beyond sickle cell, which is really great. But sometimes, some days, the crisis, the fatigue, everything that you go through, the pain and everything, surviving is victory sometimes. You know that, oh, I woke up this morning, this is a victory. Wow, I survived this day. Oh my God. It's a big victory on its own. And you will not even want to feel guilty for being alive. Of course not. You don't want to be guilty because you prioritized yourself and just survived. Okay? Surviving is not a bad thing. Surviving is not bad in its own. But not doing more than surviving, it's where the problem is. There's a huge difference between surviving and thriving. A very huge difference. And the difference is that on one side, purpose is driving the life. Thriving for me, I'll also use the word living, true living, living truly, living to your full potential, maximizing everything that you have, every skill, every talent, everything that you want to do. Maximizing this is thriving for me, is living for me, is beyond surviving. And that is what we are considering today. And today I'll just like to pour out my mind and say the truth that if you've been surviving till now, honestly, you are not just any other person, you are a warrior, because it takes a lot to survive. It takes a lot to determine that, okay, no matter what, I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to ensure that I don't die. Please don't die. Don't die. If someone is telling you that, oh, what are you doing? You're just sleeping. Please sleep, eat, and there's more. There's more that you can do, but don't guilt trip yourself for surviving. Do not. The world is a better place because you are in it. The world is a better place because you are alive. So don't allow anybody to sabotage you that Kiniko, please stay alive. Please, we need you alive. Okay. Surviving is not a sin, it's not a crime. You are alive. We need you. However, let's go to the part of thriving. Thriving is ensuring that you don't just stay alive without doing anything, without impacting life, without finding something to do. As I always say, that purpose is the reason why we should live. Like, Sickle cell is a headache, honestly. Sickle cell sometimes looks like evil spirits, it just feels like evil spirits sometimes. And if there's not, if you don't have a purpose, rather, you would you will not find any meaning to the stress. Like, why am I going through all this? But thriving is prioritizing your health, your happiness, your joy, finding your purpose and living it fully. Thriving is knowing your limits but not being defined by them. We know that sickle cell is stressful. We know that living with sickle cell is strenuous. Honestly, I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it. Oh no, we know. If I'm sugarcoating it, that means we're just deceiving ourselves. Okay, so thriving is knowing that yes, I have sickle cell, but knowing that this limit does not define me, knowing that sickle cell does not define me, knowing that beyond sickle cell, there's a lot that I can do, there's a lot that I can achieve. So thriving is finding who you are, your real identity, and living the identity, like living the full potential of the identity. If you say that this is who I am strong, I am beautiful, I am powerful, I am anointed, I'm blessed, and all of that, living that, like staying in it. Don't just say it and then remember that, but I have sickle cell. Okay, we know that you have sickle cell, but it does not define you. I've seen warriors, amazing warriors that are doing very fine, that are doing a lot of things, and I want to think about myself. Wait, so these people have sickle cell too. So that's what we are talking about: thriving, living your best life. There's one of my, I'll call her my senior sister in that sickle cell too, and she would say that live your best life. She would normally say that she's a queen and she would live like that, and she does. Excellent at what she does. I don't even know how to describe her, but she's so amazing. That is who you are too. Sickle cell should not limit you. In fact, it should empower you. It should. Many times when people ask me, "Oh, bless Mary, you do this and that," I just imagine that sickle cell is a fall for me. Like it fuels my energy in a way. Wait, there are some days that I'm tired, weak. I don't want to use the word depressed because I don't know if that is it, but I'm mentally drained, and I cannot imagine that. Wait, am I the one doing all those things? There are days like that. Honestly, there's no super warrior. There's no warrior that you see out there that don't have their bad days. Honestly, everyone does. It's just that we've learned to know that okay, this thing, it does not define me. It just means that I have to take a break, pause, and come back again to this. Everyone just know that I have to complete what I've started. I have to finish what I've started. So thriving is not the absence of pain. No, it is not the absence of pain. It is striving, it is doing what we have to do, regardless of it, finding purpose, finding meaning, finding joy, regardless of sickle cell, regardless of the pain. It does not mean that, oh, so to thrive now. When someone say I'm a thriving warrior, I'm a living warrior, it does not mean that, oh, that means there's no more crisis. No. It means that regardless of that, I still have to show up. Regardless of that, I still have to continue. I made a video sometimes ago and I asked that if you stopped something that you've planned because you're not feeling fine, that and you're not feeling bad, okay, you pause and you start again. That's it. You just continue from where you stopped. It does not mean that you are not a failure because of that. Even the strongest of people can fall sick and be tired or weak and all of that. The goal is that we continue. We continue from where we stopped. So thriving doesn't mean that you no longer have sickle cell. It means that regardless of sickle cell, you are still doing what you ought to do. You are still living the best life. You are still making the best of your life, making the most of your life. There is a gap between surviving and thriving, and this is where most warriors live. Like they're in between. They don't know how to get to this side, or they want to get to this side, but they cannot because of one or two things. And most times, it's not that they don't know what to do. It's just that the thought of doing those things scare them. Like if you are scared of your dreams, They're feeling like, okay, what if I start now and I get ill? What if I start now and I have crisis? What if I start and all of that? You know, all those fears. You're already living in between the line. Not that you don't know what you want to do now. Not that you are not capable of doing it, but you are scared. Well, fear will only keep you where you are, and you don't want to be here forever. You don't want to be stagnated. You don't want to remain at that point that you are right now. You don't want to stay here forever. You want to grow. You want to experience. You want to explore. That is the beauty of life. Honestly, that is the beauty of life. You cannot keep holding yourself back. Stop holding back. The reason why many people are in between the lines is because they are holding back. Stop holding back. Like how long do you want to keep doing that? How long do you want to stay at a position where you know that you can do more, you can do better? So why are you here? Why? I know that sometimes you are not scared because of people. No, you're only scared of yourself. You're scared of what can happen. You're scared of, oh, I don't want to disappoint myself. I don't want to disappoint my family and all of that. We know. But you will never see the good side of it if you don't take a step. You will never see the other side, the beautiful side. I'm telling you, the outcome of your dreams, they are so beautiful. And you will never know until you start. Yeah, you will never know until you start. Okay, tell me, if you don't write that book and someone else reads it and is blessed, how are we going to know that you can write? How are we going to know that you are such a great and impactful writer? So there are many things, like so amazing things that fear keeps us from doing. But just one rule, you're capable of doing beautiful things. Yeah. So you should try it. You should try it. Stop holding back. That's the word. Stop holding back. Start that thing that you want to do. Even if you break down, please, you're allowed to do that. You start again. Like you will not start all over again, but you pick up from where you stopped and you keep going. You keep going. Don't allow sickle cell to stop you. Please. Please, we need your gifts. The world needs your gifts. The world needs your gifts. The world needs your talent, your skills. We need you. So stop hiding. Please stop hiding. Stop feeling like you cannot do it. Another reason why people don't do what they want to do, what they have in mind, is because of the guilt. They feel like, okay, if I rest too much now, the guilt and the prayer, they are putting themselves under the two at the same time. So you feel guilty because you rest too much, and you also feel like you have to put more pressure on yourself. There's a balance between these two. Yes, if you are doing what you have to do, I know that warriors are a bit excessive in the sense that when we start something, we don't want to stop until we are done because we are scared that, okay, when next will I be able to do this? What if, and all of that. So please, it's okay to take rest. It's okay. It's okay to have a rest day. I was listening to someone about 2 days ago, and he was saying that this is part of your how do I call it now? Your setup, your makeup, the way that God, made us together and created every part of our body. Rest is needed. Okay, so don't feel guilty when you take rest. Don't feel guilty when you take rest. Like, please, you need the rest. You deserve the rest. So do not stop feeling that guilt and stop putting more pressure on yourself than normal. So if you don't put too much pressure on yourself, the rest that you need, like everybody needs rest, but like the measure of rest that you need per time will not be as much as when you put too much pressure on yourself. And many people are also scared of overdoing it. People say, I'm doing too much. Please, let people say you're doing too much. Let people say that she's the first person, blah blah blah. She even has sickle cell and she's not scared. Please, let people say that. They own their mouth. I think I've come to terms with people that like with the saying that people always talk. I think that I'm now a little bit comfortable with is that people will talk. If you do something with your life, people will talk. If you're not doing anything, they will talk. If you're average, they will talk. If you're doing well, they will talk. The time my mom will tell me that even someone that has died, people talk about them. How much more you that are alive? Okay, so it's okay. It's okay to allow people to talk. Please allow them. They hold their mouth. But you put yourself in more agony if you don't do anything. Yeah, you put yourself in more agony when you don't do anything. So imagine that you do not do anything with your goals, with your talents, with everything. When you're 60, what will you tell your grandchildren or your children or your generation or people that are looking up to you? And I can do a lot of things, but I was scared. Scared of what? Scared that you will die. Scared that people will talk. Scared. Please do something. Even if it's little, do it. Do it. Please. Do it. Thriving is not big. I think I've said that over and over again. Thriving is not, does not have to start big, rather. It's not in the big things. Oh, you're there, you're there, you're there. Yeah, thank God for that. But it does not start that way. And it does not have to be that way. Even those little things that you do, the life that you impact on a daily basis, my dear, that is striving. That is striving. Striving is not in the drum rolls. Oh, you've done this, you've done that, yeah, all over the place. Yeah, thank God for that. But it does not start that way, and it does not have to, you know, be that way in the next 1 year. No, it's about finding a reason to hold on to life. It's about finding a reason to want to stay here. Like I'm smiling because I just think about how beautiful life can be. See, you can think that what you are doing is very little, but people are blessed. People are watching. People are impacted. People are. I don't know the word to use again. So please, just do you. Just do you. Maximize everything that you are in. That you have. Maximize them. Don't keep short. Please do not keep short. I'm saying that I'm being dramatic, but then I honestly don't keep quiet. Don't allow sickle cell to shut you up. No, do not allow it to shut you up because you carry so much. So don't allow that sickle cell. I know there's no one. We're carrying it together. So I understand that it affects us differently, and the weight can be so much sometimes. But please do not allow it to stop you. Do not allow sickle cell to stop things for you. Please, please. So whatever is stopping you from thriving, whether it's financial stress, misunderstandings from your environment, from the people that you love, please, whatever it is, just ensure that you find a way around it. Speak to people, seek help, find help. Please, find help. There's always someone that you can confide in. There was a time that I was saying that if you cannot find an environment that is um, perfect for you, build your environment. Build your environment. It does not have to be in people that you know. Many people that I talk to, I really do not know them from Adam. God is faithful, God is kind, God has blessed me with gift of men, and that is it. God is intentional about every one of us, and He's so intentional about you. So we bring people your way, we bring men your way that will understand you, that will help you out of whatever you are going through. Please don't keep quiet. Please do not keep quiet. Find people that can help you. Talk to someone that can help you. Don't keep quiet. Your help is somewhere, is in someone. So please, please don't keep quiet. Even if someone hurts you, someone will also help you. That's life for you. We cannot, as much as people hurt us, we cannot do without people. So if someone hurts you, God will use someone else to help you, to restore you. Moving on, let's talk about how we can shift from surviving to thriving. Before now, I really do not know the difference between the two. Like I cannot tell between is surviving and thriving. I'm not saying that if I see you now, I can say, oh, this person. No, no, that's not what I mean. But like I mean that I cannot identify what it means to survive and to thrive. So if you're like that, well, let's work through it together. The first thing is to change your idea of thriving. So people believe that before you can thrive, okay, you have to have like 5 cars in your garage, a lot of money in your accounts, and all of that. You have to redefine what thriving means to you. It is living a purposeful life. Thriving is living a life that is purposeful. So you have to redefine what thriving means for you. It is not based on what people say. Don't redefine thriving for you based on social media, based on people, other people's story or other people's life. There's one mistake that will make, and that is comparing yourself to other people. See, even as sickle cell warriors, if 10 sickle cell warriors are standing here or sitting here, we are not the same. No, sickle cell affect us differently. We have crisis differently. The pain is different. The fact that you're saying your own pain score is 2 and my own is 5 does not mean that the person that is 2 is the pain is lesser than the person that is 5. No. So sickle cell affects us differently. You cannot compare your life with another sickle cell warrior. As much as we can share experiences and learn from each other, no, don't compare your life. Don't define someone else thriving as yours. We can have similar bookmarks and points, but it's not the same. Do not live your life based on another warrior's life. Don't say that, okay, so let's maybe define um thriving as this and that. So I'm going to go and check her life, check her Instagram page and all of that. So I will start living my life like that. But that's not it. That's not it. So thriving for every warrior is different. Most people don't even post the important parts of their life. So as much as giving guidelines is important, it does not mean you should copy it hook, line, sinker, and follow it. I'm not saying you should not follow guidelines. Okay, let me put a balance to it now. The fact that we give guidelines does not mean that you should copy my life and say that that is how you want to live your life, that is how you want to follow. If my own thriving means that I derive talking to people, you might not like talking, you might not like sitting around people, you might not like interaction with people. Do you get? So different things for different people, different things for different people. Then build a personal rhythm around your life. If you thrive more in the silence, maybe you flow more when you write, when you are creative with designs and all of that. Build a personal rhythm. If yours is music, whatever it is, build a personal rhythm around your life. Build structures too. Build structures. Structures are very, very important. Structures are very important. You cannot overemphasize the power of structures. Honestly, there are days that you will not feel like doing anything, and what will help you are the structures that you have built, structures that you built around your life. They are the things that will help you on those days, because there are many days, those surviving days that we've talked about. The structures that you have built will help you to, okay, even if you cannot do much, at least you touch that area, those areas that you are building on, that you are working on. Take ownership of your health. Please know your triggers. Do not glorify burnout. Don't say that, hey, I'm working, that's why I'm feeling like that. When everything escalates, you would wish that you've done things, in a very wise way. So please know your triggers. Hydrate yourself, go for your medical checkups, take your routine drugs, everything. Take ownership of your health, prioritize your health. Please do that for yourself. Do that for yourself. The more we take ownership of our lives, the more, the more productive we become, the more thrive, like the more we are able to thrive. So take ownership for your life. Protect your mind. See, guide your mind like this because there are lots of things going on. This year alone, a lot of things have happened in this warriors community, in this sickle cell warriors community rather. A lot has happened. I'm telling you. So if you do not protect your mind, you'll be scared, you will live in fear, you will panic. Please, please do not allow anything to attack your mind because everything thriving starts from the mind. If you do not believe that you can thrive, you will not. And also find purpose beyond pain. Find purpose beyond pain. Please don't think that thriving is big. Like it's not in big things. See, thriving can be just laughing on a pain-free day, loving yourself, loving your partner, loving people around you. People around me know, I myself I know that I'm a love girl, and it's something that I do not do. I don't deprive myself. Oh. If I feel like, oh my god, I'm so in love with this person is a good friend, this person is so amazing, I would ensure that, okay, you know it. You know that you're my friend, I cherish you so much, and all of that. Don't deprive yourself of love. See, you're going to too much to want to say that I would not express myself. I would rather choke myself with love. Please ensure that loving yourself, loving people around you is a form of striving. Taking care of yourself when spoiling yourself when you have the money is striving. Taking enough rest is striving. So striving is not just in the loud things. Striving is building impact as small as it requires, giving money to someone that is in need, reaching out to people, teaching people what you know, and all of that. So thriving is not insignificant. No, it's the only way that you can live life as a sickle cell warrior, and it will be worth living. Okay, sickle cell is stressful. I'm not going to lie. Sickle cell is stressful, but you can live a thriving life as a sickle cell warrior, and that's what makes living very beautiful and very exciting. Yeah. Thank you for coming this far with me today. See you on the next episode. Bye.